Rising majestically from the sands of time, the Giza Plateau is an eternal monument to human ingenuity and ambition. Its three iconic pyramids have fascinated and mystified us for thousands of years. Today we embark on a journey to uncover the secrets of the Pyramid of Menkaure, the smallest of these colossal structures, but one that holds mysteries no less profound.
Despite the fact that the Pyramid of Menkaure is well studied, it still holds many mysteries and secrets. The first mystery lies in the fact that, instead of all, the pyramid belongs to Pharaoh Menkaure of the 4th Dynasty. Its design significantly different from its two sisters on the Giza Plateau, the pyramids of Khufu and Khafre. The Pyramid of Menkaure is much smaller in size. Its volume is 10 times less than that of Khufu's pyramid. Moreover, the orientation of the Pyramid of Menkaure, relative to the azimuth, deviates much more than was customary in the construction traditions of the Great Pyramids. This raises the question, was the Pyramid of Menkaure truly built by the same builders as the pyramids of Khufu and Khafre, or was it constructed at a different time and by entirely different people?
The Pyramid of Menkaure, attributed to the 4th Dynasty Pharaoh Menkaure, is the youngest sibling in the trio of pyramids on the Giza Plateau. But who was Menkaure? Historical records depict him as a compassionate ruler, in stark contrast to his predecessors. Could this reputation have influenced the design of his pyramid?
The origin of Pharaoh Menkaure is not entirely clear. It is believed that some historical records and ancient sources claim that he was the son of Pharaoh Khafre, while other sources say he was the son of Pharaoh Khufu. However, unfortunately, none of these versions can be proven or disproven conclusively due to the lack of available genetic material or evidence from any of these remarkable figures. So we can only guess what kind of family relationships these great people had, who built the complex of magnificent structures in Giza.
Menkaure, grandson of the great Khufu, inherited a legacy of monumental architecture. However, his pyramid deviated from tradition in size and material, suggesting a shift in priorities or perhaps constraints during his reign. But what drove these choices? The choice of granite, sourced from quarries in Aswan, over 800 kilometers away, adds an element of awe to Menkaure's pyramid. Unlike the smooth limestone casing of its neighbors, this granite remains rough in places. A design choice or a reflection of a project left incomplete? Granite wasn't just a building material. It symbolized strength and permanence. Its use at Menkaure's pyramid suggests an intent to craft something truly enduring. Yet the debate continues. Why leave parts unfinished? Fast forward to the 19th century. Enter British explorer Howard Vyse. Armed with gunpowder and a relentless determination, Vyse blasted his way into the Pyramid of Menkaure in 1837, uncovering its hidden entrance in a labyrinth of chambers within. Vyse's methods were controversial, but they paved the way for modern explorations. Among his findings were a beautifully carved sarcophagus and a wooden coffin bearing Menkaure's name.
Historically speaking, we don't reliably know exactly whether Pharaoh Menkaure was buried in his own pyramid or perhaps somewhere else. No remains or mummy were found. It is important to note that the sarcophagus that was unfortunately discovered by the first researchers in Menkaure's ancient pyramid dates back to a much later historical time.
Sadly, the sarcophagus was lost at sea, leaving us with only sketches and descriptions of this priceless artifact. Vyse's work, while groundbreaking, also caused significant damage. Today, we look back with mixed feelings, appreciating his discoveries but lamenting the methods used. The interior of Menkaure's pyramid is a masterpiece of design. Each chamber and passage seems meticulously planned, from the grand entrance to the mysterious lower granite chamber, where the sarcophagus was found.
Significantly 1500 years after Pharaoh Menkaure died. In addition, there were extensive and elaborate renovations made in the interior chambers of the pyramid structure, which were carried out over time. The pyramid was almost completely rebuilt inside for entirely new purposes and functions. In ancient times, there was a belief among the Egyptians that the Pyramid of Menkaure actually belonged to a woman named Rhodopis, and this was during a time in history that was not considered too ancient, after the decline of the New Kingdom. This version found some support because bones of a young woman's leg were discovered in the pyramid in the sarcophagus. When they tried to bring the sarcophagus along with these bones to England in the mid-19th century, the ship was wrecked and sank. In fact, along with that ship, the sarcophagus sank with the remains of an unknown woman. It's really hard to judge this now.
A unique feature of Menkaure's pyramid is its stepped core, a design element visible due to damage on the north face. Could this reveal a phased construction process, or was it an unfinished blueprint for a more ambitious project? Menkaure's pyramid also boasted an advanced security system. Massive granite portcullises were designed to block access to the burial chambers, ensuring the pharaoh's eternal rest remained undisturbed. How does Menkaure's pyramid compare to others across Egypt? Its smaller size and distinct features hint at changing priorities in pyramid construction during the Old Kingdom. Could this represent a decline in resources or a shift in religious practices? Like its neighbors, Menkaure's pyramid aligns with celestial patterns, but its placement and proportions raise questions. Was it designed with symbolic intent, or did practical constraints shape its final form?
Imagine, the height of the Pyramid of Menkaure is no less than the height of the buildings behind me, and its construction volume is many times greater. And all of this was done 4,500 years ago, by people who didn't know about the wheel and didn't know about iron. Of course, there's a lot to think about here. This isn't the biggest pyramid, it's the smallest of the three on the Giza Plateau.
Menkaure's pyramid challenges our understanding of Old Kingdom architecture. The unfinished granite, the stepped core, and the late restoration efforts all point to a project that evolved over time, or perhaps never reached completion. Theories about how these pyramids were built continue to evolve. From massive ramps to intricate pulley systems, the methods remain a topic of heated debate. Could Menkaure's smaller pyramid offer clues to these enduring questions? The Pyramid of Menkaure may be the smallest on the Giza Plateau, but its story is anything but small. It speaks of a pharaoh who sought to leave his mark in history, of workers who toiled against the odds, and of mysteries that continue to defy time. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the Pyramid of Menkaure, a marvel of ancient engineering and an enigma that inspires us to keep asking questions. If you've enjoyed this exploration, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to journey deeper into the wonders of history. Until next time, keep seeking the unknown.